na 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 na.
Buck, buck, buck. Big buck.
Did you hear? No one to keep them warm, no one to keep them safe. Not my eggs, our eggs. All the family, all the eggs, every... What? What?
I saw! They were stolen! The babies! The eggs! Something took them! Horror! Thief! Horrible thief! It came in the night! It took the eggs! It scrambled away fast! Big as a cow! Big as a house! And many legs! Too many! If I showed you, you could bring them back! You could bring them back! Show me your map!
In a flurry of feathers, she leaps up and pecks a small hole in your map.
That's where they are. I went after my babies. I saw where they went. But they've changed so much. Much. Bring them back.
Running off, like Barmby and Sam did.
Hell no. You know what Raymond would do if he caught us?
Yeah. Guess you're right.
Of course I'm right. Stick with me, kid. I won't steer you wrong. Get yourself in check, boy. I won't have you running off like Millicent and Tully. You'll just end up sliding down some Voidwoken's gross gullet piece by piece.
The older-looking Magister notices your presence. He wipes his grubby hands downward across his greaves, as if to wipe away the grime, but instead smears more dirt onto them.
Halt, Scaleskin! What word do you bring? Word of battle? Word of our Magister brothers and sisters? What can you tell us?
The younger one's face goes pale, and his eyes widen. The other remains stiff, as if bracing himself against an unseen wind.
The Voidwoken come.
Hush, Fedder. You may pass, Lizard. Dare say you'll be aching to leave before long anyway. But before you do, find Raymond, the White Magister. He'll want to know what you've seen. Be quick, mind. He's set to sail any moment.
He nods his head in the direction of the bridge, but offers no other instructions.
As long as you stay put, you'll be safe.
The Magister smiles, but he does not make eye contact with you. He shifts his weight from the left foot.
Thank the Seven I've Aldous to guide me in these times. He allows me to borrow a bit of courage from him when I need. It's only a matter of time, you know? Outside Driftwood, not even the sharpest blades can protect us from those... things. Inside, a killer roams. One with a Magister grudge, it seems. Our numbers dwindle. I'm hardly fit to protect. I only hope to survive. I know they disappear without a sign. Magister Carver's looking into it, but it's been so long since we've talked, a dwarf could have grown 3 beards by now. Farewell.
As long as you stay put, you'll be safe.
Welcome to Driftwood.
Are you sure? Them sorcerers from the caravan?
They'd be daft to come back. And as long as there's no sorcerers, there's no point wandering.
I did not kill Alexander, you stupid ape. Release me!
Come now. Is this really necessary? I did not kill Alexander, you stupid ape. Release me!
Off you go. I can't be seen raternizing with the likes of you. A sorcerer? Ha! Second rat wizards by my book. That lizard there's a sorcerer, and look at her now. Strung up by her hands with a death rattle hanging round her lips. I'll have her eyeball when she's done with it. Won't be long now. Well, I'm a rat, and you're some kind of flick-tongued scale slitherer. Never the twain shall mix, thus spaketh the reddish large-style flesh beasts. Just look at what happened to that lovely flick-tongued scale slitherer when she spent too much time with a lumbering large-style flesh beast of her own. No thank you.
The rat hisses at you with sibilant malevolence.
Carry on then, stink beast. Don't let little old me distract you from your very important stink business.
I did not kill Alex.
The lizard hangs from the gibbet, her face blooded and her scales discolored. Her eyes are closed, but her tongue flickers as you approach.
Welcome to Driftwood, God-woken.
One bloody eye cracks open, glittering gold appearing from beneath the swollen lid.
Chased you all the way here from Fort Joy, did they? Very well then, cut me down. There is work to be done. Or indeed you could stand there still as a boiled lobster. You seem to have mastered that look.
The lizard grimaces, shifting awkwardly as she dangles.
I am in intense pain, Kin. You are either insufferably cruel or insufferably stupid. Be quick about it before the Magister realizes their prize catch is about to slip through the net. Excellent. Now, if you'd be so kind as to gut that startled-looking Magister, it would be much appreciated. I must secure my home before they do any more damage.
A Magister guard approaches. Behind her, on the gallows, 2 lizards. One in a Magister uniform hangs dead from her neck. The other hangs from her hands, still alive.
Step away from the prisoner, Red Scales! That's internal order business. You do well to leave it alone. Let's just say Zeus and there was of help to sorcerers and leave it at that. She's hanging by her hands because the boss don't want her dead just yet. She's a tough one, Meister Seaver. She's a seeker and she's a bloody traitor. What have you heard? Have you heard that they killed our beloved Alexander? She was part of the Order. Knew Alexander personally. Alexander trusted her, at least as far as you can trust her, you know, one of you. Anyway, to repay that trust, the Meister gave Alexander up to his enemies. She wasn't there when Alexander fell, but White Magister Raymond uncovered the truth. She's as guilty as any of them, and I reckon she got off lightly. I'd have had her flayed alive with a salted bullwhip.
I did not kill Alexander, you stupid ape. Release me! Come now. Is this really...
This town doesn't look much equipped to entertain a nobleman like myself. Pity. Please, why would I kill Lucian's second most charming son?
As long as you stay put, you'll be safe.
Careful, sorcerer. The reddish-fleshed beasts here won't hesitate to string you up by your tail.
Move along there now. You're going to... what, now? She betrayed Alexander. I'd sooner die than free her. I'll regret this, I know I will. All right, I'll stand aside.
The lizard hangs from the gibbet, her face blooded and her scales discoloured.
Welcome to
One bloody...
chase. Or indeed you could stand there still as a boiled lobster. You seem to have mastered that look. Be quick about it. Who knows when that Magister might return? God's teeth, it feels good to move again. Now, best scurry off before that Magister wanders back. Meet me at my home in Driftwood, and we can see what you're made of.
There's one unaffected egg behind them. Perhaps there's still a chance.
Is mine.
Right where I want you. There you are, little egg.
Baby's gone! Stolen egg! Stolen! And help, 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 help! Ah! Transformed! Not a chicky baby anymore! All gone! All gone for good!
She leaps up and grabs the egg with her foot, kicking it under her warm underbelly and settling down upon it contentedly.
Shh! Little Peeper baby, Mama's here, warm and here with you again.
She cocks a black eye up at you and winks.
Thank you. Ah! I have something for you. Something I buried behind the coop. It's yours. It's yours. Unless some other scratchily poker found it first, of course.
Did you expect a needle? What's this?
I found something.
You!
As long as you stay put, you'll be safe.
Them sorcerers from the caravan.
They'd be daft to come back. And as long as there's no sorcerers, there's no void woken. You're fine as long as you don't go wandering.
The silent monk, like...
Oh, we dwarves had a kingdom, and we will have it back. I won't always be sweeping, I'll be riding horseback. We dwarves had a kingdom, and a proud knight was I. I won't always be sweeping, for my kingdom I'll die.
come over. Not like you're buying anything.
They don't come visit your tongue. Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Heavens to Bessie, another one. More queer folk than commoners in Driftwood these days. Plain as day. Don't take all eyes to see you're as queer as a pear-shaped apple. Just look at you. Red as my favourite beets you are. Never saw no lizard like that before. Anyway, tavern's just down the road. Can't miss it. 'Cause that's where all the queer ones go. Clanking dwarves, dozy lizards. I even saw him drag a Voidwoken down there in the dead of night. Don't know what's going on in that tavern, but it must be a freak show in there.
Maybe I'm glad I ain't pulling carts or sticking fish round no more.
Skål!
Space to do, if not
Ja,
all.
aha.
Kind that don't fancy starving.
In-depth design, summer design, sunny design, design depth, a fancy embroidery.
Summer and sunny sound.
Huh?
Summer and sunny sound. No, feeling bad.
Holiness on
It's more unique for sure.
How can a beast enjoy this, when he's no notion of what his future holds? I'll be spooked till I'm securely hitched up again.
Sister's back. She doesn't feel like playing, but...
The Meister sits slumped in a chair, looking around the room as she works her shoulder with one hand. It looks like it was dislocated by the gallows.
damnable red cloak baboons ransacking my wardrobes, as if I would keep ancient valuable secrets in a pile with my unmentionables.
She takes a deep breath, and with a twist, a click, and a screech of pain, she shoves her shoulder back into its socket.
I swear by the seven, if we did not have more important matters to attend to.
Reaching across the table, she pulls a bowl of hot water towards her and fishes some bandages, a needle, and thread out of a box. She slowly starts to tend to her wounds.
At least the barbarians were unable to club their way into my vault, so everything you need should be safe. Apparently I had a claw in murdering their darling divine-in-waiting Alexander.
The Meister wrenches the bandage, pulling the fabric tight against her wound. She winces before tying it off in a neat knot, but you can see the red stain already spreading across the fabric.
Never mind that. That I was here the entire time. Apparently my cunning transcends time, space, and common sense.
Meister Siva freezes, her eyes locked on you, her claws mid-swipe, cutting a new stretch of bandage.
Why on earth should I have thought anything else? Not that I was sorry to hear about his death. I doubt my grin helped matters during the interrogation. It is not enough to be God-woken in order to ascend to divinity. There is a process.
As she speaks, the Meister uncorks a vial of shimmering liquid, sauce. She lets a couple of drops fall on her hand, but instead of infusing with her body, they quickly evaporate on her scales. She stares at the empty spot on her palm for a long moment before turning back to you, continuing as if nothing had happened.
A process by which God-woken may ascend. It begins with discovering your deepest self, delving into your own soul. Quite. We shall begin once we have the tools we need from my vault. You may have been chosen God-woken, but becoming divine requires more than a supernatural pat on the head. Come, God-woken. It is time to see just how awake you are. Fortunately, the Magister's...
this again.
I pray my instructions will not be too technical for you. Push the button.
I have to stop these disappearances. My career is at stake.
Tell me, have you heard any news?
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
Yes, of course.
If I don't come visit your ton,
Once
who
this was a
will?
fishmonger's or a tackle shop.
Wouldn't you like to know? Well, hello, Strange.
You look down at the cart and see fish with flaking scales, tumours and, in one case, 3 heads.
It's free to look. Just don't touch nothing. Fair travels, friend.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
My word, but you do look exhausted. Have at it. Got yourself situated.
Your fish stinks of the
Keeping it
void.
together,
What kind
Bree?
of rat would sell such filth?
I'm all right.
Kind
as
that
long
don't
as I
fancy
think about it too
starving.
much.
Along with the rest of this town.
You're safe among friends.
It's all
Never
well and good for
forget it.
you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Keeping it together, Bree? I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Do anything that will protect against cold waking.
I can turn aside fire, cold and poison. But void walking, God knows what'd stop those beasts.
Cold steel it is, then.
Keeping it together, Bree? I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs.
Yep.
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
I don't come visit your ton. Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
You needing supplies? I'd stock up if I were you. It's madness, anything more.
Executes 2 dozen
over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
I don't come visit you, ton. Who will?
What'd you like to know?
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Bishop Alexander was slain by Seagulls. How rich did it love?
Until later then.
Worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
War's a brewing, my friend, and we may find ourselves on different sides, in which case, special prices for you. War is hell, my friend, but it's very good for business. Good luck to you.
Hear ye! Queen Justinia executes 24 noblemen for insubordination!
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
The kind that don't fancy starving, along with the rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
You're safe among friends. Never
Ah.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
I don't come visit you, cunt. Who will?
How wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Insubordination!
Why, Walken? God knows what to stop those beasts.
Cold steel.
Divine order to march against the ancient empire!
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Your
Buying or selling? Capital. Good luck to you.
The kind that don't fancy starving, along with the rest of this town.
Alexander was slain by
It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Ah.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. It's not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit you, Tunt, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Reed.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Hear ye! Divine order to march against the ancient empire!
Torn aside fire, cold and wide welcome. God knows what stop those beasts. Cow steal it.
Keeping it together, Reed.
Bishop Alexander was slain by Caesars!
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. It's not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit you, Tunt, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Nothing less than the whistle.
You're safe among friends. Never forget. How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Do anything that will protect against cold blight.
Back for a return visit, are you?
But wide welcome. God knows what'd stop those beasts.
Cow steal it.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. It's not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit you, Tunt, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yup.
Quite a tale on you. Penny for a sick.
A glance at the dog's miserable face tells you it's sick, all right.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Thank ye kindly. Any chance? Much obliged. Could I put... Cheers. Can I... You're very kind. Nice. Could I prevail upon you for just one more? Penny for a sick dog, ad infiniterium. There's a spirit. Much obliged. Cheers. You're very kind. Nice. Why, my dog's doctor? Dog's sick. Go on, kiss a penny for a sick dog. Putty for a penny, you can sing him a love song and call him Mummy. There's a spirit. Got one on you, do you, sire?
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
The dog lies there quietly.
What are you looking at? I'm sick here. Get lost. Got a pain in the neck. Got a bad pain in the neck.
It flinches. A low, threatening growl builds within its throat.
How you holding up?
Under the collar, you find the sharpened points of metal rivets, gouging the poor dog's skin. The dog bares its teeth at you and growls. The dog gives you a long, hard stare, but does not bite you. Yet. The dog goes to bite your hand, and then realizes the pain is gone.
Hey, I feel okay. Thanks. Think I'll wander off now. Here, before I go, what can I do to show my gratitude? Master did.
Never forget it.
Huh? Wait a minute. Master hurted me? Excuse me a minute. I'm gonna go now, but first I have a thing I need to do.
He turns to his master.
You bad man, you!
Not like you're buying anything.
Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Penny for a grieving beggar whose dog ran away. God damn it! That was my livelihood. Penny for a grieving beggar? I reckon I'm owed it here.
You're safe among friends.
You wouldn't do that, would you? Oh, yes. You would do that, wouldn't you? I couldn't prevail upon you to change your mind, could I?
He gives you a cool look, then rummages in his pocket. He counts the money out and hands it over.
That's your lot. Go on then. Get lost, you freeloader. I'm worth
Keeping it together, Bree.
penny for a grieving beggar whose dog ran away. Then get out of the penny for a sick dog, people.
Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
I think that lunatic Siva is loose again. We won't be so gentle when we catch her this time.
I'll not be lured away from my post by some fork-tongued hearsay.
Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Divine order to march against the ancient empire!
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Alexander was slain by singers! How rich and at large!
Glad to see you well. Anything more? Until later.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs.
Capital. Good luck to you.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit you, ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Back for a return visit, are you? Yep.
I'm
Keep
all
to
right.
yourself, lizard.
Too much.
Have you anything that will protect against Voidwoken?
I can turn aside fire, cold and poison. But Voidwoken? God knows what'd stop those beasts.
Cold steel it is, then.
Glad to see you well. Anything more? Until later.
Latest news! Many a latest, my friend. The war, the bishop, the queen. What?
You're safe among
Hell with them. We need those reports, Captain.
Smells worse over here than a dozen.
Joe's mum smells nice.
Have you anything that will protect against void wake?
Like a torn aside fire, cold and poison. But wide open eyes. God knows what'd stop those beasts. Cold feelings.
I wish I could swim.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm alright, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
I miss Joe's mum.
They don't come visit you, ton. Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Your fish stinks of the void.
We pay more for less, and it's the likes of you that's to blame, Lizard.
The kind that don't fancy
Keeping it
starving
together, Bree.
along with the rest of this town.
I'm alright, as long as I don't think about it too
It's
much.
all well and good for you with your rations.
You're safe among.
Go away, Dallas, or I'll sorcery you. I'm going to send you to Fort Joy, you horrible sorcerer. You can stay there with the dirty lizards and Joe's mum until you're cured.
You can figure this out.
Aw, I'm always the sorcerer.
Hackles raised, the dog barks at the sand built up beneath the building.
Joe's a good swimmer.
I'm alright, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends.
That's it. The barrels and the chests. On the double.